Hello everyone. Today we'll be discussing about the strings. We are discussing about the data structures in Java, right? So today we'll be discussing about the concept string, right? So this is one of the important data structure. Yeah. Let's get into the definition part here. What does the string do in Java? A string in Java is an object. Just remember this one. This is very important. A string in Java is an object that represents a sequence of characters. What it represents? It represents a sequence of characters, right? So this is important. Strings are immutable. No doubt, strings are immutable. Just remember this, strings are immutable, meaning once we have once we have given the sequence of characters, it cannot be changed actually. Yeah. Strings are immutable, meaning once created, their value cannot be changed. Yeah. Just remember this. This is very important. Strings are immutable, meaning once created, their values cannot be changed. Yeah. So this is very important. Next, let's move on with the main thing. So here in Java, strings are used to store and manipulate text such as names, messages, and sentences. So how we'll be making use of strings in the Java? Strings are used to store and manipulate the text such as names, messages, and sentences, right? Any operation that appears to modify a string actually creates a new string object in the memory. Again, any operation that appears to modify a string actually creates a new string object in the memory, right? So therefore, it is said to be immutable. Once created, the value cannot be changed. This one, you have to remember this one at any cost. So this is very important. Yeah. So let's try to understand the same thing using the example. Yeah. Just give me a second here. Yep. I'll just go with a class main here. So I'll just give this one quickly. Yeah. So within this, let's consider simple example. First, let's create a string object with the value hello, right? The simple one. I'll just go with a string. Yep. S equals hello within the string, right? So we will be making use of the double inverted comma. Within the double inverted comma, we have to uh, go with a sequence of characters, right? So that is how we represent actually, basically. That is how strings are represented, basically. Yep. So hello. So the variable s consists of the string hello, right? So this is fine. Next, let's print the original string, right? So let's print the original string here. I'll just make use of system out println. I'll just pass the s here, right? So after printing the original string, let's do one thing. Let's try to modify the string by concatenation. I'll just go with s equals s plus I'll just go with a world actually. Yeah, leaving one space. I have left here one space. I'll just give world here. Right. So this is fine. So we are trying to modify the string by concatenation. And then finally, let's print the updated string. Again, let me go with system out println here of s. Yep. So this is fine, I believe. So this is it. This is the simple example, right? So this is the simple example. Let me explain this one again. String s equals hello, whatever I have given. So this creates a string object with a text hello. Very simple. Next, system out println of is this one. This prints the current value of the s. We know this. Very simple. The third line, what we are doing here, this one I have already said, a new string hello world is created and assigned to the s here, right? So a new this one string hello world is created and that will be assigned to the s here. Finally, this one system out println of s, we are printing the updated value. See, first we have to get the output hello and then we are concatenating world. So first, as I have said, strings are immutable, meaning once created, their value cannot be changed, right? So we will not get hello world directly. First, we will get hello. Then what we are doing, we are concatenating the world hello. When the world is concatenated, it would become hello world. So this is the output that we need to get. So let me run the code. We'll understand this one. See. So this is the reason this is very important. Strings are immutable. Yep. Strings are immutable, meaning once created, their value cannot be changed. This one we have to keep in mind. This is very important when it comes to strings. So this is very basic and you have to remember this one at any cost if you are starting, right? So if you have just started the Java, learning Java, right? So these kind of things are very important. So this is it about the string. We are getting the desired output, hello and hello world. Yep. So this is fine. Yeah. Mm, First, how why hello and hello world here this is printed basically. First print statement displays hello here, right? This one actually, line number 10. Then uh, we are going with a, or we are concatenating a new string, nothing but hello world with a hello, right? So we have to get the output hello world. Second print statement displays the new value, basically this one actually, line number 12. Yep. So this is about the strings actually. Simple one, right? So now let's do one thing. Let's discuss the real world applications of the strings, right? So suppose if we are going with a form actually, we have to type the names, right? So usernames, passwords, and emails, these kind of things consist of the string itself. So this is one of the real world application. Yep, simple one. So then reading the input from the users, that also consists of the string. Yep. Processing files and logs, that consists of the string as well. And within the web development, right? So we will be going with the URLs, JSON, yeah, JavaScript object notation, JSON, HTML, which basically consists of the string. Yep. So this is one of the real world applications as well. And if you are doing CP, competitive programming and interview problems, also consists of the string. Yep. So this is the main real world application of the strings. Just remember this. Yep. Now let's move on with the final part, time complexity as well as the space complexity. Yep. So what will be the time complexity? Time complexity would lead to big O of n, right? So why it will be big O of n here? See, string operations. So we have discussed here concatenation. This is one of the string operation. Yeah, let's consider this itself. String operations like concatenation, or if we are going with a comparison, double equals operator, right? String operations like concatenation or comparison take time proportional to the string length, right? Take time proportional to the string length. So overall time complexity would lead to big of n. Yep. So what will be the space complexity here? Space complexity would lead to big of n as well, because see, when new string objects are created, actually new string objects require additional memory for the character storage. So overall space complexity would lead to big of n as well, right? So the time complexity and the space complexity for the code that we have written would lead to big of n and big of n respectively, right? Big of n and big of n respectively, right? So this is it about the strings actually. This is it about the strings. Next, what we'll be doing, we will be discussing about the string builder basically. Yeah, we'll be discussing about the string builder next. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.